Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for kicking off the contributions. Thank you, Phoenix. They're here for my second serving of the Sherri Shepherd cook. Yeah, we cooking this again. Thank you, Ty Boxing says Sherri Hyena Shepherd doesn't get it. Never did. She don't get it. And any woman who thinks this way or thinks that there is nothing wrong with the request that she made or the thing that she said, we got to talk about it. But before we get into this cook, I got a couple of announcements. There will be no show Wednesday and likely Thursday because Wednesday is my wedding day. So, like 48 hours from now, I'm like totally gonna be a wife, like officially. So there will not be a show on my wedding day, likely not a show the next day. Thank you for the congratulations. So that's the first announcement. The second announcement is while I am away for my wedding and my honeymoon, I will not be able to process books. I actually took my store offline. So if you are looking to buy the physical copy of my book, I'm not going to be able to fulfill the orders until a couple of weeks from now. The digital version is on Amazon. Of course, you can get that at any time. Thank you, Malika, said for the cooking session. Congratulations on your marriage. Thank you so much. So this engagement ring is gonna have the band attached to it. Next time after my wedding, y'all gonna see the band attached. So I'm like super, like I'm super excited. It's kind of unreal a little bit because it was a long journey from speaking about my late husband and going through just a huge change. A lot of it you guys were able to witness. Thank you so much, Ruminants, and congratulations on your upcoming nikah. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Lou Casely. So that journey has been filled with a lot of triumph, a little bit disappointment, but not too much. Getting back to a place where I could be a wife again. And I'm extremely grateful and I'm extremely thankful to Allah for bringing me back to this space. Healthy, mentally healthy, emotionally healthy, physically. So that I can once again be an asset to a man and fulfill my purpose as a woman and help him fulfill his vision as a man. Thank you, Hank. So congratulations on your wedding. Be blessed always. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Lady, Miss Bella. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Barry. Say congratulations, Kendra. All the best to you and your husband, who is one lucky man. I'm the lucky one. Thank you. So it's a surreal feeling, but it's a beautiful feeling to be able to do this again, to be a wife again. Be a wife again. I'm back in the wives club. I was out for a little bit, but I'm back in. I'm back in the wives club. Thank you, original man. Said be blessed, sister. Thank you so much. So those are the two announcements. No show Wednesday and Thursday. The store is going to be closed while I'm gone. The book is still on sale digitally with Amazon. Those links are in the description. Thank you so much, Bertram. So we all have learned so much from you. Congratulations to you both. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bureau. So congratulations on your upcoming nuptials. I'm absolutely thrilled for you. The 100K mark is coming ever so close. Keep cooking, Miss Crimson. Thank you so much. Like, I'm excited about the 100,000. I need less than 1,000 people. Are you guys like kidding me right now? I need less than 1,000 subscribers. So, like, 2023 has been an interesting time. Oh, I hate it when my glasses don't go back on. You know what? 2023 has been moving so fast. So fast. Thank you, Stardust. And congratulations on your nuptials. All praise. Thank you so much. Thank you, Frederick. Said women like Sherri Shepherd are helping destroy family dynamics with this delusional mess. We gonna get to Miss Sherri Shepherd. We definitely are gonna get to Miss Sherri Shepherd. I just wanted to make those announcements early. So, AM to PM. So you gonna let your man help Sherri? Mm-mm. We is not playing this game. So let's get down to the nitty gritty of it because I cooked it today. For those of you who don't know what I am referring to, I'm referring to Sherri Shepherd was at some point on Steve Harvey's show. I don't know exactly when, but I ran up on the clip just recently and she was asking for married women to allow their husbands to help out the single mothers that those women know, help out with like the children of those mothers, and talk about, I don't want your husband, but I do want the help. No. And we're going to take a deeper dive into it. Thank you, Death Before Dishonest, and for the wild Irish rose at the reception. Thank you. It's problematic for a couple of different reasons. It's problematic because although it sounds like cliche, I guess, to say Well, didn't y'all say y'all was strong and independent or blah, 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 blah? That's a legit thing. Like, that's a legit thing. Because the I don't need a man directly tied to the celebration of Black single motherhood as this accolade or this thing that not only should Black women have not been ashamed of, but it was presented as a viable alternative to a family, a nuclear family with a mother, father, husband, wife with children. And that is what it was. It was presented as, or perceived as, among a majority of Black women, single motherhood was perceived as a viable alternative, a viable alternative family structure that had no structure. Thank you, John. John said you're going to do Sherri like Jordan did Russell with that push off and switch for the championship. This is why I have really been almost unintentionally going at the concept of single motherhood as Black women practice it. Because Black women practice it culturally. We're not going to deal with the Black single motherhood as if these women are single mothers due to circumstances beyond their control. We are not talking about a gang of widows and orphans. We are not talking about women who, for the most part, did things the correct way, or they at least tried to do things the correct way. They tried to plan a family. They tried to get married. They tried to have children in wedlock. They tried to have children the proper way. And that there's only a small percentage of women who heedlessly had children out of wedlock and then found themselves in very difficult situations. That's not what's going on with Black women. And I'm not going to soft shoe any of it. I'm not going to soft shoe none of it. I'm not going to wrap it up. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to lower my tone. I'm not going to change my tone. I'm not going to speak nicely. I'm not going to speak, because the reality of the situation is that it doesn't matter to the majority of Black women who need to hear what it is that I'm saying. It doesn't matter to them whether I say this in a sweet tone or whether I say it in a more stern tone or a firmer tone or any of that other stuff. They always gonna dislike what you say because it is accountability. Thank you again, Ty Boxes. I guess Sherri's rent is too high. Right. Sherri has been married before. I believe she's been married once or twice, divorced, and she has children. We're going to talk about what's going on with Black women. And we're going to talk about it from a truthful standpoint, because I can be accused of talking too harshly, but I'll never be accused of being a liar. Now let's really get into what are the issues with what she is requesting. First of all, Black women are now slowly admitting or slowly having to admit needing from men what they realize men have provided to begin with. Because see, one of the issues that has been pervasive in the Black community for the past 6 or 7 decades was the marginalization and the devaluing of Black masculinity. Not only was it the devaluing of Black masculinity, but it was also equated with finances. So basically, men and everything that men do and everything that men provide and everything that men are was whittled down to money. And that as long as a certain dollar amount could be acquired and procured by the woman, that the man was now not worth anything more than that. That all that the women needed was the finances to be able to physically provide for the child. Thank you, Miss 39 Dina. Everything that men are was equated to a dollar amount. Because see, a lot of Black women who make the decision to become a single mother consciously always equate masculinity with a dollar amount. This is why child support is important to them. This is why they think they can have children on their own if they make a certain amount of money in a career or job or what have you. You'll find a lot of Black women opting consciously to become single mothers. And this is, I don't think that a lot of people want to really deal with that part of it. This is not happenstance. It's not haphazard. It's not that the women are running into circumstances beyond their control and then they just end up with children. They're making the decision consciously. They're making the decision that I am going to birth a child or more into this world without husband and father, because I think I can do it successfully on my own. I think I can do that. That is the difference between what a lot of Black single mothers think and a lot of women who end up single mothers from other demographics of women. It's not rampant. It's not a rampant mindset from them, white women or Hispanic women or Asian women or any demographic of women, to say, I got this on my own consciously. Black women do that. Because tying it back to feminism, over these past several decades and past few generations, because Black women associated masculinity and the usefulness of men to money and a dollar amount, they began to devalue men more and more and more, feeling like the value of the man can be replaced by the money. This is why this is why Zaddy was able to get them on welfare. This is why they think that they're able to have these kids if they make more than $100,000 a year on their own and all of this type of stuff. It never occurs to these women that that it's human beings that they're raising. And why wouldn't you need help with that? Why would that be an easy task? Why would this be something that you think that you are meant to do on your own when you cannot even impregnate yourself? This is not something that you can do on your own. You cannot even become pregnant on your own. You actually need the sperm of a man. You need him biologically, not monetarily. You need him biologically to even get pregnant in the first place. So why would not the subsequent child that is now born into the world need the father? Why would you not need the help? Now you got people like Sherri Shepherd on a live television show, nationally syndicated television show, talking about, let me borrow your husband like I'm borrowing a cup of sugar. Because the children actually need his masculinity now. They need his system, order, and structure. They need what men provide that is not financial. Because while Sherri may not be wealthy, she's not broke. She can pay for kids. But it ain't about that. Now, is it? Thank you, Theo. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Philip. Say straight no chaser is all they understand. Kay, keep cooking. Thank you so much. But she still, so even though what she's saying is men, the children need what men actually provide. Now, why is she asking for the married one? Why is she asking for the married one? Because married men are more likely to be men who have already been vetted. They are already desired and wanted by a woman. And typically these men already understand system, order, and structure of families. Also, she's hoping that these same men, because they are legally and spiritually bound to another woman, that he will not be able to make demands of her in return for the 4 P's that she's looking for out of him. In other words, she wants the benefit of this man without having to do anything, especially accountability. She doesn't want to be accountable to him. She doesn't want to be accountable for the consequences of her own actions, which was to birth a child out of wedlock. Not even necessarily her, but the single moms birthing kids out of wedlock or leaving their marriages for no good reason in order to become single mothers in the first place. Thank you, Albert Eastwick. Said you simply can't listen to these simple-minded gestures coming from middling celebrities. Thank you so much. The married man already is family oriented. That's why she's asking for the married one. He's already family oriented. And like I said, he's probably more adept at the application of his system, order, and his structure. So she wants that man. There's a certain level of maturity in married men, particularly older married men. I understand now that black male masculinity is valuable, but I still don't want to work to get it. I still don't want to do anything to receive it. I'm still looking for a loophole. I am still looking to be able to receive all of the benefits from a man without owing or doing anything. That's the loophole. That he can't require anything of me. This is why she's asking for the married one. Because the married one, from what her standpoint is he can't demand her. He cannot require wifely things from her because he's already married. So he cannot. And what are these wifely things? Sex? Although she'd be willing to give that up, I bet. But what are the other things that they don't like? Submission to that same system, order, and structure that you want him to apply to your children. She don't want to be subject to it. She don't want to be subject to the system, order, and structure that he would put in place as a part of his problem solving and as a part of his provision. See, she don't want to be subject to that. She feel like if she get one that's already married, he can't make these demands or requirements. He can't do it. So therefore, she get off scot-free and just have a man come and bail her out of her bad decisions without requiring any accountability from her. Now, the issue with that is that black women are the same group of women that don't want to be in polygynous relationships. What she's asking for is polygyny. She want to be a platonic sister wife. That's not going to happen. Thank you there. I said it. Said bingo. Thank you. She wants the benefit of polygyny without being in polygyny. Without the work of polygyny. Without the sacrifice of polygyny. If you want a married man to come into your life and cover you, you need to be willing to be wife number 2. Because if you want something, you gotta give something. You want a stepdaddy and a father figure to come represent in your child's life for absolutely free. You the same women that don't like to say thank you when black men hold the door for you. But you want him to come and bail you out of your bad womb decisions. You don't want to do the work of being a wife because the work of being a wife is beneath y'all, isn't it? Let's talk about that part. The work of being a wife is beneath y'all. And you want to take away time, resources, and energy away from the family of a woman who did the work to be a wife, to be chosen by the very man you want to come cover you now, but you don't want to do no work. Because it was beneath you to be a wife. It was beneath you to support your husband. It's beneath you to be submissive. It's beneath you to be number two. It's beneath you to be feminine, because that's weak. Right? It's beneath you to subject yourself to a man's system, order, and structure, because that's weak, right? According to Black women, that's weak, right? That's reducing yourself down to a pick-me, ain't it? That's pandering to a man, ain't it? And a Black woman for sure ain't finna do that for no reason whatsoever. No way, no how. Correct? You want to be stiff-necked. Don't pay that man in no form, and now she gotta foot the bill for herself and you. And you want him to come give SOS in a situation where you're not obligated to follow none of it. Because the moment that he tried to apply order to you, and not just that little grim lord you had, now you gonna look him dead in his face and tell him he ain't none of your man, so you ain't gotta do that. Thank you, Cecil Ryu. So you want to be the rebellious concubine, the rebellious platonic concubine that reap all the benefits and don't lift a finger to support that man in nothing. Meanwhile, his wife, he's supposed to give you the same thing he give his wife for nothing in return. And she doing all the work and you ain't. Is you lost your rabbit mind? Come help you do what exactly? Come help a single mother do what exactly? Because you come over and do what? Play ball with your son? Where's his daddy at? Because you need more than just help with that son. Next thing you know, you want him to put a little bit on your light bill. Next thing you know, you want him to put a little bit on the gas bill. Next thing you know, you need a few dollars for the car note. So that man's supposed to spend his time. He's supposed to spend his resources. He's supposed to expend his energy. He's supposed to expend time. Listen, I'm gonna do this before I go to commercial. You want this man You want to take up this man's time. You want to take this man's toll. You want him to deal with all your trouble. And you want him to deal with all of your threat for absolutely zero in return. He'd be a fool to go anywhere near you. He'd be a fool to step foot in your house. Oh, I need something fixed. Could you send your husband over here? No. Because all you got to do is me to that man. All you got to do is say he pushed up on you. All you got to do is want to run back and tell me how he was flirting with you to cause dissension in my home. And if I'm stupid enough to go for that and leave my husband because you planted seeds of mistrust between me and my husband, the next time I look around, he gonna really be in your house. Right? Now all of a sudden he good enough for you to try to marry, but he was a dog when I was married to him. Thank you, habitual line steppers. And married women don't even trust other married women around their husbands. Imagine them loaning out their husband to the single woman that says, I don't want your husband. Precisely. Thank you, Miss Celine. So a girl I went to school with, she's white and is a single mother now, and we're in our early 20s, but I can see how much toll it has taken on her face alone. Exactly. And thank you, Miss Celine. Thank you. The truth said if we do what Sherri says as men, we would just make it so these single mothers will have no reason to be accountable for their actions. Precisely. Thank you, Heavy J. Said 100K isn't enough. Kendra should be at 1 million subs. Congrats on the upcoming wedding, sister. If anyone represents what a wife should be, it's you. Thank you so much, sweetheart. And my man ain't no lawnmower. My man ain't your plumber. My man ain't your electrician. My man ain't your gardener and landscaper. My man ain't your furniture mover. My man ain't your tow truck. He ain't your mechanic. This the only hood he need to be up under. And if he's somewhere cleaning the land pipes, I guarantee you it won't be in your house. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you, Mogul, saying Sherri is giving out destructive advice. Exactly. Thank you, Silver Fox, saying most married women ain't sending their husband to their mama house or sister-in-law house on the regular for nothing. Exactly. Thank you, B. Baker. Thank you so much. My husband has enough to do with the running and maintaining of his family. Because I did the work of a wife to be qualified to be at that man's family. Maybe you should figure out how to be some man's family. Maybe you should figure out how to do the work to qualify yourself so that a man that will come and choose you. And then he'll want to do those things for you because that's part of his husbandly duty to you. Maybe you should have got that together with your kid's father. Instead of being trifling and unaccountable for the decisions that you made with a man that you made them with. Now you want random men in the community, random married men in the community to help you out. I would not. We're going to go on a commercial break in a little bit. I would not. Y'all the same women that detest these men. Y'all the same women that wouldn't do what a man said if it was at gunpoint. You the same women that run around every day and devalue everything that a black masculine man stands for. You don't listen to nothing he say. You don't heed none of his advice. You don't accept no good from him. You reject every P he got. And you've been collectively shouting from the rooftops how nothing black men are. How derelict in their duties that they've been. How no good of a men they've been. No good fathers. No good husbands. You claim that they too feminine. You claim black men don't know how to be masculine. Yet here we are. And that same group of men, now you want him to help you with your single motherhood and all of your responsibilities. How do that work? I thought he wasn't manly. I thought he was a dusty. I thought he was a scrub. I thought he didn't take care of his kids. I thought he was a bad husband. I thought he was a bad man. I thought he was too controlling. I thought he was abusive. I thought he was toxic. Ain't that what you said? Now when these teenage boys, 13, 14 years old, look you dead in your face and tell you if you hit him again, he gonna ball you up, and he mean it. Now all of a sudden you want a man from up the block to come straighten him out and teach him a lesson. You knock it off. When you honor your men, you can have that. There's no way in good conscience of faith that I could advise or recommend or suggest that responsible masculine black men come through and just swoop in with a blue simp cape on to help clean up your mess. And you don't, and the kicker part about it is you would make the mess again. It ain't even like if somebody helped you, you would then go into self-reflection and not commit the same problem again, not do the same thing again. You will continue to do so because now you think you got a community full of suckers that's gonna help you clean. Every time you spill milk, he gonna mop it. So it wouldn't even make you stop and step back and say, you know what, let me have some introspection and let me do things a better way because, ooh, I'm so glad somebody was able to help me this time, but they might not be there to help me next time. So let me get myself together. Oh, no. No, you become even more entitled. Can't nobody help you with your single motherhood. That's just like that woman that had 12 children and then she passed away suddenly and left her mother, which was old, and her oldest child, which was only like 12 or 13 years old, with all of them kids. She didn't stop after 1, 2, or 3 children and say, you know what? I'm bringing these kids into a bad situation. I'm not really able to take care of them. Let me slow down. Let me think about other things. Let me, you know what I'm saying, come to my senses and try to have a better decision going on with my life because, you know, I'm piling these kids on my mama. You know, she old. She trying to help me. But no. The more help she got, the more reckless she became. Let's see. I called B Baker. Thank you, Silver Fox, again. So congratulations. You're a testament to show black women how powerful true femininity can bring you the riches they crave. No shade at any age. Thank you so much. Thank you, Professor. So the most disrespectful part was not even addressing the men. She went straight to their wives. The audacity. Exactly. Because the wives they own the men. And I talked about that in the video before. Thank you, Big Black Bubba. Thank you so much. Thank you, Damien. So congratulations on the 1K. Looking forward to see you get 1 million. And also I ordered your book. Can't wait. Thank you so much. HVAC man, thank you. Said single mothers are looking for help, not love. Alpha C, beta need. Thank you so much. Thank you, Leon, and married men stay out of the den of iniquity. Exactly. And I would argue that single mothers are not even looking for help. They're just looking for the safety net. They're just looking for somebody to pawn them responsibilities off on without any. They still want to do this without accountability. So with that being said, we're going to take this pause and we're going to hit word from our sponsor. So after these messages, we'll be right back.
First, Gamer vs. Gamer does not consider itself a game truck. To clarify, a game truck is one that pulls up to your home, opens its doors, and tells the kids to go play video games. The entire focus of a game truck is on playing video games. That's not what we do at Gamer vs. Gamer. Our entire focus is actually on celebrating your child's birthday. Only 65% of what we do is video game related. The other 35% of our time is spent on a choreographed recognition of your child's special day.
Happy birthday, wish we were there, sorry we missed it, but we'll see you soon, love you.
Which includes singing, eating, special videos, and the opening of gifts. We chose to use video games as a tool to entertain children at the party, not as a substitute for a birthday party. We only advertise as a game truck because that's what the general public associates us as.
Gamer versus gamer.
Gamer versus Gamer. We look forward to treating your child like the most important kid in the world on their birthday.
Hi, Gamer vs. Gamer. Thank you so much for my birthday party.
And today's show is being sponsored by the wonderful people at Gamer vs. Gamer. I'm so proud to be able to speak on this wonderful company because of the values that they stand for. They stand for family values and they stand for fatherhood as well, because this really is more than a game truck, quote unquote, company. This is a company that is really dedicated and really stands behind the values that they espouse. And first of all, wanting to create these wonderful experiences for children, these memorable experiences for children, even after childhood and into adulthood, these children being able to recall that their parents loved them and cared and cherished them so much that they put on this elaborate party so that them and their friends could eat and hang out and have play games and be loved on as children deserve to be loved on. So if you are in the Atlanta metropolitan area, you or anyone that you know, please do not hesitate to click the link at the top of the chat, gamerversusgamer.com. Go to their website, look at all of the wonderful things that they have to offer in terms of what kind of themes and all of that. Give them a call. If you or anyone that you know have children with birthdays coming up, you definitely want to give them a long-lasting and unique experience with the people at gamerversusgamer.com, okay? Before we get back to the cook, I owe y'all a bam, 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 bam. You gotta hit the like button, bam, bam. You gotta because we have 653 wonderful people who have already hit the like button. Let's see if we could get the next 400 or 500 people to hit the like button as well. And we're going to continue on. Thank you to Renzo. Said these words so elegantly spoken throws entire psychological and physical narrative of I don't need a man, even at his worst, right out the window in Tyler Perry's deep voice indefinitely. Thank you so much to Renzo. Thank you again, sweetheart. Said correction, out the window. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Black women routinely choose to do everything that is the opposite to what they need to do to become wives to worthy men. Because it is beneath black women to be wives to black men. It's beneath them. Thank you, R.O. Say you get all hands clap. Allah's blessings be bountifully placed upon you, Miss Kendra, and let even the angels give you a round of applause with a great amen. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Y'all won't do what you need to do to become a wife. You do everything but that. Everything but that. Everything but take your place as a feminine woman and be in your femininity. Thank you, Gregory says, salute. This subject ties into Savior Community Black man that has been pushed in these spaces. Women want mentors, stepdaddies, and community builders, but can't tell the men what they'll receive in return. I'm so glad that you mentioned that. Thank you so much, Gregory, for mentioning that. Because, you know, I never did just go in on that concept. Cause I was being nice. Thank you again, HVAC man said when they want the corny lames when they need help. Exactly. I was, you know, not really going in on that when it first circled around. Because I was trying to be nice. Save your community, Black man, is one of the dumbest concepts in light of the way in which the Black community is run. See, it would make sense to say, save your community, Black men, if Black men were the ones that had abandoned it and set it on fire in the first place. Had that burden fell mostly on the men and their mentality and their mindset and their actions, if it had been the mindset of the men more so than the women to abandon and then destroy the Black community, then that sentiment would have made sense. To tell the men to come back and be the men that you, because you abandoned your posts as men, that would have made sense. Given that it was Black women that abandoned their post and continue to abandon it, that's why save your community, Black man, is stupid. Because everybody want to add all of these different nuances to what's going on with Black women. They want you to jump through all these hoops and disclaimers. They want you to pet their head and talk nice to them. They wonder why I won't make videos that talk like this and tell Black women that they're okay and that they're just going through a little something right now. It's not a big deal. It's okay that they go off on a tangent emotionally. It's okay that they actively fail to establish nuclear families and actively repel the nuclear family dynamic. It's okay. Want me to tell Black women that it's all right that they adopted a highly detrimental value system, aka feminism, and that has directly contributed over the course of these 6 or 7 decades to the destruction of the Black community. I'm supposed to get on here and I'm supposed to tell Black women that it is okay that they do that. Not only am I supposed to do that, I'm supposed to do it for free or else I'm grifting. So I'm supposed to sit in the middle of the YouTube flow and rock and cry with a group of women that couldn't care less about doing the right thing. And I'm supposed to do that, pour my whole heart out to this group of women, patting them, and like I said, rocking and crying in the middle of the YouTube floor. So they can turn around and spit in my face and go on about their hyena business. I'm not doing that. Thank you, thank you, Phineas. Thank you, there I said it. Said it's a social contract. This notion is just as ridiculous as married women dropping off them cheeks to single men in need. Tell me about it. Now, had a man said, you know, we single, help a brother out. It's hard for us to get sex. Married women, we calling on y'all. We calling on y'all to come give us sex because we want the sex from you without having to be responsible for you as your man. You go back to your man for the responsibilities of the husband. You come to me to give me the cheeks. Thank you, there I said it, because that was actually a really good analogy. Thank you, Charles Keys said, where is Chan and Enrique to help with their 1.1 million babies? Exactly. This is why I speak the way that I speak here. I speak in a harder tone. I'm fully aware of what my tone is. I'm fully aware of it. My demographic is never going to be 70, 80, 90% women. Because the women of today, Black women of today, don't want to hear any truth. If I could talk the way that I talk and get 80% women on this channel to rock with it, I wouldn't need to do this channel. There would be no need. The percentage of women here getting help is representative of the percentage of lionesses that are in the general community. Not many. While I may have a majority male subscribership, these same men, majority of the men that subscribe to me are surrounded by the women in their lives. They are married. They have daughters. They have sisters. They have mothers. More women are being reached by me that are not even subscribed to me than are being reached by the people that they are subscribed to. Don't let that go over your head. Because when I get emails consistently, when I get super chats consistently, if I opened up the floodgates of my coaching, I would never stop coaching. The women who tell me, my husband turned me on to you. My brother turned me on to you. At first, I didn't like what you were saying, but I just listened. And now the marriage that was on its rocks, on the rocks, my 6-year marriage, my 10-year marriage, my 15-year marriage, my 11-year marriage was on the rocks with kids. We was headed for divorce court until I started internalizing some of the stuff that you were saying. Now my marriage is happy again. You saved it. So the percentage of women that actually subscribe to my channel, I'm not bothered by that. The men who are reaching the women in their own personal lives and listen. The amount of women that have messaged me and said, I read your book 3 times. It brought me to tears. Because now I understand what I was doing wrong. For the women to message me and say, because of reading your book or because of watching your channel for the last year, the last 8 months, the last 6 months, I've lost a significant amount of weight. I've improved myself. I've used the 10 life values to improve my life. I feel better about myself. I've even had women to message me and tell me that they was on the verge of wanting to delete themselves. And saying, ever since I've been working on myself according to the 10 life values, I'm in such a better place. I went to go get therapy. I went to work on myself. I saw the things that I was doing wrong. My life is so much happier now. I've gotten emails and messages that have brought me to literal tears from women, from Black women. The same women y'all swear up and down I hate. It's the same women that's coming to me and saying, Kendra, thank you. I don't know these women. These are Muslim women. These are not Muslim women. These are older women. These are young women. These are women with children. These are women that's divorced. These women. The single mothers come to me. Do you understand that? The single mothers who did not make good decisions with their womb have contacted me and said, now I understand the bad decision that I made with my womb. How can I turn it around? And I don't argue at them women. I don't degrade them. I don't judge them. I don't tell them they hyenas and they stupid and they this and that. I don't do that to them women because them women have made an important first step, and that was asking somebody for some help. And it humbles me that they choose me to do it. So when I get on the phone with these ladies, I don't have nothing rude to say to them. I don't bash them. I let them speak. I let them get it out of them, and I listen to them. I listen for them to tell me how they got to that place or how they think they got there. And I'm truthful with them. I don't sugarcoat it. You don't have to be rude to be honest. And I do that because I love them. I want to see black women do better because we can. Because we can. It's all in here. It's all in here. We can make them changes. It's not impossible. Let me go back to these super chats. Thank you, LJ. Said, thanks for the show, Crimson. God bless. There's no upside to be responsible for a woman that will not accept a man's leadership. Exactly. Thank you, Big Sneeze. Said, believe me, you are influencing my wife through me. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you, Eugene. Said, if you really want to help the black community, help yourself and help your family. Exactly. Thank you, Miss Veronica. Said, yes. Thanks, sis. I love you and your content. You're always on point. You definitely saved me. Thank you so much, beloved. Thank you, Death's Door. Thank you so much. Thank you, Welt B. Says, assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam. Say, congrats on the upcoming wedding. I'm ecstatic for you. Your channel is the most valuable channel on YouTube. I will be going through a draw like Pookie on New Jack City while you are gone. I won't be gone too long. Thank you so much, though. Thank you, Quiet Storm. Said, my sister thanks me every time I see her for gifting Kendra's book to her, her husband, and her. Never miss an episode of your content. Thank you so much. And shout out to your sister. Thank you, Marriage Politics. And congratulations. Welcome back to the ranks of the married. Thank you. Thank you so much. I can't wait. Thank you so much. And thank you, my good sis, Danica, for just stopping through, showing love. Thank you, sweetheart. My good sis. Thank you, beloved. I appreciate you, sweetheart. So the differences are being made over in this neck of the woods. We don't do empty talk here. We don't do empty talk here. We do real talk because work. See, talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. Got to do some work around here. This 10 life values ain't no joke. Not a joke. To use this as a measuring tool for where you are in your life, not a joke. Now you got women like Sherri Shepherd having to crawl back on their bellies to say we need men. What do men provide? They provide everything that we've been missing. We're in the predicament that we in because we denied men. And we devalued them, and we degraded what men do, and we marginalized it, and we demonized it, and we told them it was toxic what they did. Slowly waking up to the fact that the community is in ashes. Still don't want to take responsibility for their part in that. Robert Johnson, thank you so much. That even now you're being nice. Thank you. Listen. I'm not gonna be kind when I speak on a mindset that has destroyed us. I'm not gonna be kind when I talk about that. Why should I be? It's not nice what it did. It's not nice what happened to the black community. That's not nice. It's not a small matter. This is something that has brought us to our proverbial knees. We are almost at the point of extinction because the women follow a mindset that is so destructive, and they do it without thinking and without question. And when it is challenged, they got a ton of pushback, and they don't want to deal with the truth no matter how it is presented. What do you do with a group of people that no matter how you present the truth, can't hear the truth? I'm going to get on up off of here because I have packing to do and have things to do. I'm going to grab me something to eat. But I'm happy that you guys were here with me today. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you for your contributions. Very generous today. Contributions over Cash App. Let me go ahead and thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Dominic, Steve, and Barry, and MLR. Thank you so much for all of y'all contributions. I really appreciate that. And with that being said, I am going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.